I gotta bring that back. Sorry. I knew it was building up to something. Is this gonna just explode into like just take us out for the next 2 minutes or so? I don't know. I'll shut up. I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to America's Worst Drivers. I'm your host, Brad Trustworthy, and this is my deaf mute assistant, Mongo. Wrong show? Okay. I think it could work.
All right. So last time you introduced an episode, that was probably your aim, right? Yeah. If I really screw this up, Greg will take it back and never give it to me again. Yeah. So I was going to ask how you doing, but it sounds like you're in a real mischievous mood tonight.
Like the Friday before Easter, Greg, I'm good.
There you go. There you go. So what do you have, man? What do you have for me?
I've got a wonderful little ditty for you. Have you heard of the band Archive?
No.
I'd be amazed if you had. They're quite a well-kept secret. They are popular, but not, hugely out there. The song is called Bullets.
Okay. No. I know. No.
Great. Well, I've sent you a link. Go check it out and let me know what you think.
All right.
Come touch me like I'm an ordinary man. Have a look in my eyes. Underneath my skin there is a violence. It's got a gun in its hands, ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything. Black hole.
I love that harmonizing. That was really pretty. That just came in. All right, I won't pull it back all the way. Oh, I love that. That piano sound is cool too, like a little grainy.
Like I'm an ordinary man. Have a look in my eyes. Underneath my skin there is a violence. It's got a gun in its hands, ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything. Black holes living in the side of your face, razor wire spinning around your blistering sky, blistering sky, blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty and I don't know why. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty and I don't know why. Personal responsibility, personal responsibility, personal responsibility, personal responsibility. personal responsibility.
I gotta bring that back. Sorry. I knew it was building up to something. Is this gonna just explode into like just take us out for the next 2 minutes or so? I don't know. I'll shut up. I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Responsibility, personal responsibility. Black holes living in the side of your face. Razor wire spinning around you, around you, around you, around you, around you, around you, around sky, blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty and I don't know why. Bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky. Bullets on the beauty and I don't know
Ah,
why.
the synthesizer strings in the back. So beautiful.
Personal responsibility, 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 personal responsibility,
Delivered from the hand of Alwyn. Enemies. Enemies are
So you were trying to make me really happy, huh? Over here.
Yeah, by sending you some bullets.
Yeah. No, those are the
What do you
best
think?
bullets, man. Those are the best bullets. Song is beautiful. Really was. Yeah. Um, so interesting. Um, it sort of morphed into, I didn't know what it was going to be in the beginning. It had this really interesting piano sound.
Mm.
Had like a sort of grainy type of feel to it. It's interesting because that piano would really sort of be consistent, and then there was a point in the song where it became even more grainy, it really made it even more interesting. But take it back to the beginning, so that's kind of going on, and and then at some point it just takes off, and this kind of electronic beat, whatever comes in. There's a band, so I think that there's a band that's really producing that music. Although you got a lot of technical, you got a synthesizer that's coming in. It's providing strings. I don't think it was real sort of orchestra strings, but I think there was strings
Yeah.
through a synthesizer. You had all these kind of layers of that and other sounds. It was really beautiful. What was going on, like swirling around as the guy is singing. and he's singing like bullets on the beauty of the blistering sky, and I don't know why. And then it kind of repeats that, personal responsibility over and over and over and over. I think this happened twice. Ready to take out anyone, anywhere, anyone, anywhere, anyone, anywhere, anyone. And as he's doing that, right, there's another harmony there's double harmonies that are going on. I loved that. I think the first time when that happened earlier in the song, I think there was more of a reverb on that was just made that even much richer. Because when it was coming on later on, I liked that. I was like, oh yeah, thank you again. I don't know, it didn't have that same kind of, oh my God, but still, the fact is that was, I don't know how much like harmonizing or whatever that was that second time. That's nitpicking, because I loved that when that happened the first time. I loved that. To me, the words made the song even more interesting, but it was the music. The music was just, winner, winner, chicken dinner. It was gorgeous, man. It really was. So This is a really good choice.
Yeah, I thought you'd like it. I will say that repeated listening actually really bears fruit. I find it quite emotional now listening to it. It really gets to me. And like the guy said in the song, I don't know why, but it's very layered, as you say, and so it builds up, and it's almost like soundscapes. There's a lot of interesting things to talk about with this. Shall I dive into a bit about the song and about the band?
Absolutely.
Okay. So this is Archive. Now, I was introduced to them and was told they were a European sort of version of Massive Attack. They're not, and they're not European. They're actually from London. They did start out, they formed in 1994, and they started out as two main guys in the band. Good news and bad news is, the good news is they made note of notes. The bad news is I can't read them. So yeah, forgive me if I'm wrong here, but I think it's Darius Keeler and Danny Griffiths. And then there's been other members come and go and join, but they've been the two constants. So they did start off as like a Bristol sound trip hop sort of band.
Yeah.
And they've morphed along the way. Various members have come and gone, had some rappers in. This is from an album called Controlling Crowds 1 to 3.
Okay.
And this came out in 2009.
Okay.
They're now they've morphed and had different people in. The guy joined them a couple of years before, called, it's a great name, Pollard Berrier, and he's the lead singer on this. But they made a decision at that point that they were no longer a band and they're now a collective. And so they have about 9 members, of which Darius and Danny are constants, but the others come and go for projects or even individual songs.
Yeah.
So, and there's 9 ex-members, so there's been a lot of sort of toing and froing within there. They've brought out 12 studio albums, and their 13th album is due out April this year. I've listened to 2 tracks already. One is fantastic, and one is okay. I think it's very good, but it's probably not my thing. But yeah, I think you'd like both of them actually. So this track, just correct me from the start. And interestingly, there's quite a few live versions of this where there's a full stage one, but they do acoustic versions as well. But there's only 3 of them.
Oh, cool.
And it's done with acoustic guitar, some keyboards, and the guy singing. And one of the wonderful things, one of them is in the French studio of Virgin FM in Paris. And you know where he does his overlapping vocals, you know, anyone, anywhere. He's rather than doing effects, he's actually singing that. So he's ready to take, and he's actually singing it like that live.
Wow.
And it's really charming to actually, I don't know why, but it's really charming to watch. And it's great. It's absolutely, if you check out the acoustic version of this, it's amazing.
So on the recording, that's him just dubbing in his vocals,
just singing like that,
just laying. Yeah, no, yeah. But on this recording, is that him?
Oh yeah.
Just laying down another track of his vocals. Yeah. Okay, so it's nobody else in the band or the group, whatever you want to call it.
I think there might be 1 or 2 backing vocals in there. Yeah. I can't remember. I can sort of remember it, but not 100%.
That makes sense because it really did sound like him. But yeah, cool.
It's great. I mean, they have a lot of songs where there's female vocalists take the lead.
Yeah, so it
Yeah,
sounds like a Massive Attack, a Thievery Corporation kind of thing. You know, you have these sort of guest
Yeah.
singers just come in and do that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff.
And the trip hop you mentioned, yeah, that's I got some of that. Yeah.
You can see how the influence of Massive Attack would be on them, the way they've developed and Massive Attack have developed.
Oh, absolutely. I've always gravitated to electronica. There's something about, well, because most of it, like, you know, has that sort of cool beat, sort of that bass, you know, and then you have the synth come in. Everything's all cool and a vibe, and you know, and it just allows, and it allows space, and they just drop stuff in, you know. All these groups, you know, I think that's the thing that's sort of constant, you know, that it just that it just allows, like, they have space. It just allows things. That's like with this song, you know, it just, even when it was like picking up, you know, there's still space where all these sounds are coming in and dropping in and swirling around, you know, and nothing ever felt like too cumbersome and all like that. Just, oh, it's too much, you know, saturation and stuff like that. No, that's the cool, you know, I think this genre sort of allows that, you know, allows for that to happen, you know.
I think that's well, that's the kind of what's the right word here? But that's what trip hop gave us. If you think to electronica before then, I mean, in our country, it was acid house, normal dance house, so the sort of high energy stuff. I mean, all of that had no space whatsoever.
And
I think that's what the sort of aftermath of trip hop has done for that sort of music, has given it that spine, as it were, to then build on.
All right, man. So thank you. This was a gift. I appreciate it.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. I thought.
All right.
Do something.
So why don't you, you introduced us. I'm actually a little nervous asking you to take us out, but go ahead. Take us out.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching us, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you all on the next time of Into the Music.